Hey ladies and gents, LordOfPondtail here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Today I'm going to be talking about a subject that I haven't really breached before, and that is more towards the earlier stages of the game. I've had quite a few people make comments. A lot of my content is for the more higher end level, and I've had quite a few people saying that they want beginners series and stuff on like purple heroes and things like that. So from today, I am going to be putting together a kind of beginners playlist for the channel, and as this is one of the requests that I had, I thought I would give a quick overview of purple heroes. So this probably won't be of interest to any of you that have been obviously, you know, in Eden and stuff, or even those of you that have got orange heroes in your account now. But for those of you in the first 2 or 3 months of the game, you're going to be building up your legions. You're probably only going to have 5 or 6 heroes in your legions, and quite often purple is going to be, certainly for the first couple of months, you're going to have several purple. So which would be worth developing? Well, talking about that, you do need to kind of think long term, because the game will kind of give you plenty of orange heroes as you go along. So if you're collecting your super recruitment tickets at the beginning, using the 11 for 10 option on a Thursday, you know, you've got a good chance of collecting orange heroes like that. So you will pick up orange heroes for sure. So the first thing to kind of consider and think about is that you shouldn't invest too much of your hero XP and your wisdom medals into purple heroes. It's just not a good idea. If you've got orange heroes, they should be your focus. Now, of course, you can cut your purple heroes and get back 80% of your resources, but at those early stages in the game, resources are so limited. It's, you know, do you want to be losing 20% of that? So let's get into the heroes. There are, I think, 17 purple heroes. I have done a bit of research on all of them. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one today, because otherwise we'll be in this video for well over an hour. I know, I'm conscious that I do talk a lot at the best of times anyway. So I just wanted to kind of pick 5 or 6 heroes that I think are worthy of a mention, either because they have something different about them, or they also kind of have a better probability for their hero. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've kind of looked at the highlights of the purple heroes. So let's get started with, we will start with the Wilde. Okay. The Wilde, as you can see, general hero, so he'll work with any troop type. He is ranged, so some of you that might have seen my orange hero videos or S1 hero videos, usually a ranged hero is a hero that you can put in your furthest back row. Now, at earlier stages in the game, are you going to have, maybe you'll get your class legion maxed and have 3 heroes in there, but you might have orange heroes by then. If you don't, the Wilde is an option for you. The reason for that is that first, his skill 2 has an effective range of 3, 50% chance to deal 239% damage to 1 enemy squad. So it's okay, might activate 4 times in the battle, give you around 1000% damage. The interesting thing though is his 5th skill, Fearless. He is one of only 3 of the purple heroes that have any skills which have effective range 4. And this does target 2 random enemy squads, but the payoff to this ability is that it's only 40% chance, and it's only 161% damage to each enemy. So probably, again, going to hit maybe 3 times in a battle max, if you're lucky, and it's only 161% damage to each legion, each squad. But if you put him on the back row, this skill, if you have the back row open and you had to put someone on there, this skill will reach the first front row and middle row of your opponents. That's why he gets a special mention. 6th skill, it's additional might, so you definitely would want to have him on your middle or back row. He only does the 5% resistance. All of the heroes for their 6 skills, they're only given additional either 10% might and 5% resistance, or they give 5% might, 10% resistance. Again, as a general rule to you, if the purple hero gives 10% resistance, you'll want to put him at the front if you've got multi-hero legions, okay? Also, the 3rd and 4th skills only give additional 10% might at this stage. That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. So, you know, you don't want to be investing too much into these third and fourth skills. Some of the heroes do give an additional 15%, but even then, you know, you want to be able to create damage, and the skills are what do that. That an additional 10% might onto your hero's troops is not going to make a big difference. Okay, on to the next hero, which is Flame Mace. There he is. So Flame Mace is another ranged hero. He's general again, so he will again work with any troop type, and he has several nice attributes to him. He's actually definitely one of the best purple heroes, I would say, in the top 3. His first skill is effective range 3. It will target 2 random enemy squads. He's one of the few heroes out of purple where both skills target 2 enemy squads. I think he might be the only hero, actually, looking at my notes. So this first skill is going to give 65% chance to do 248% damage to multiple enemy targets, the 2, on turns 1, 3, and 5. So the downside is it's only going to try and activate 3 times in the battle. 65% is basically going to activate twice. You might get lucky and it hits a 3rd time, and you're around 500% damage each time. But at least you've got a good chance of that activating every battle at least. 3rd and 4th skill are just a 10% extra, so again, not kind of key to him. But his 5th skill, Earthquake, so he is the second of the 3 heroes that has this effective range of 4. So you can put him on your back row. This will target 2 random enemy squads again, and it is again a high percentage chance skill to do 279% damage, but it's only going to activate on turns 2, 4, and 6. So you've got a good chance in a battle, if you've got Flame Mace, that his skills are going to activate 4 times, possibly 5 times in the battle, because they're both high percentage, even if they're limited in terms of the number of turns. And he gives 10% might, 5% resistance there. On to the 3rd hero, which is Jungle Knight. Where are you, Jungle? Here he is. What do I like about Jungle Knight specifically? Well, again, he is... so he's a melee... so he's more suited for the front and middle rows, it says there, and he will work in general with any of the troop types again. His first skill his first skill, 45% chance, which is pretty good for these purple heroes. Some of them have chance skills as low as 30%. So 45% is good, and it will deal 279% damage to a single enemy target. Pretty high damage, pretty good chance, so that's nice. Only a range of 2 though. He only gives the extra 10% resistance and might. And then his 5th skill is another one of these high percentage chances to do 248% damage. So it's 65% chance, but it will only activate on turns 1, 3, and 5. But at least it has a good chance of activating earlier in the battle and doing damage, which would reduce your opponent's troop count. He'll again give 5% might, but the 10% extra resistance. So that's why you could definitely put him on your front rows, guys, Jungle Knight. Right, on to the Officer. There he is. Okay, Officer. Now he has... His 2 skills have the highest combined percentage of any purple hero's 2 skills. Again, he is a general hero, so he'll work with any of the troops, which again gives you that flexibility. He's generally front row melee as well, front or middle row. So his 2nd skill is range 3, so slightly longer than Jungle Knight's, and it takes 1 turn of prep. But that's fine. It's unlikely that you'll have heroes that are going to do anything to silence. It's unlikely that at like this lower level you're going to have heroes that can silence or suppress, even though there are a few that can, and I'll touch on that in a minute. So this skill has the highest percentage chance of any of the purple hero skills, 75% chance, to deal a decent 319% damage to 1 enemy squad. So that's really nice. High percentage chance, high percentage damage for a purple hero. 3rd and 4th skills only give the extra 10% might and resistance, the same as the others. And then on his 5th skill, its effective range is 3. It will target 2 random enemy squads. And again, it's a high chance. 65% to do 248% damage. But it's on turns 1, 3, and 5 at the start of the battle again. But those kind of 2 percentage chances, 140% between them, those are the best that you're going to get. And you want these hero skills getting off in a battle are at purple level is definitely going to be the difference. Like I was saying, this might percentage, couple of percentage difference on might is not going to make the biggest amount of difference. And again, he does have the extra 5% might, but extra 10% resistance. So that's why he's suitable to go at the front. Heroes with higher resistance, the troops can take more damage, so they're not going to collapse. So that is the officer. So we're rattling through them. 2 more to go. We've got the Swift. Let's go into just combat only. Where are you, Swifty? Here we go. Okay, the Swift is a cavalry-specific hero. And again, he has some nice high percentage skills. So, skill 2, effective range 3, will hit 2 random enemy squads. 70% chance to deal 255% damage. That's high, 510% total. 2 times 255. And targets on turns 1, 3, and 5. So you've got the chance of this actually activating 3. You've got a good chance of this activating 3 times in a battle. So that's why he's really nice with that. Just the extra 10% resistance and might on his 3rd and 4th skills. And then his 5th skill only targets 1 random enemy squad, but it's a 50% chance and it will do 279% damage. So again, decent. When you look at the combined chances of the 2 skills, they're pretty decent. And he will give you the 5% might, 10% resistance. So you can put him at the front as well. But the only downside is, of course, he's only cavalry. But that's fine if you've got the others that are going to work with anyone, right? So, like I say, you're looking at 5 or 6 heroes probably max. So, for purple, we have 1 hero left that I really, really like, which is Wilde Horse. Where are you, Wilde? There he is. And Wilde is the 3rd of the ranged heroes in the purple, but he is archers specific. So he'll only work with archers troops. And his 2nd skill is effective range 3. 1 turn prep, but 55% chance, and then this is nice, to deal 353% damage. That is the highest single amount of damage to one squad from a skill in the purple heroes. So that is it's a good chance and very high damage. So that's a really nice start. He will just give the extra 10% resistance and might on his 3rd and 4th skills, and then skill 5, there we go. He is the 3rd purple hero that has this effective range 4 that will target 2 random enemy squads. So if you have a legion of archers and you want 3 heroes, you can put him on the back. This skill will reach the front and middle row. And it's a 65% chance to deal 279% damage to those 2 enemies. So it's, again, high percentage damage, high percentage chance. Only downside, it's only on turns 2, 4, and 6. But it's highly likely that this skill is going to activate. You're going to get that damage away. And he has the additional might, 10% might, as you would expect, as he's going to be towards the back. So those are the kind of 6 purple heroes that I really think deserve a special mention, that if you did get those, it's worth developing their skills, because you've got that combination of range for some of them, high percentage chances, and the damage. That's the kind of things that I've looked at. One other hero to talk about is Ironcoat. Now, if you really are struggling for defense in a legion, Ironcoat is the only purple hero who has this 2nd skill, which is the last stand, and it will give siege defense might an extra 10%. So that's going to improve your troops when you're being attacked. And interestingly, it's the only skill from the purple heroes that targets the hero's legion as well. So that's all 3 squads in the legion. All of those other skills that we've seen from purple heroes, they only target the squad. And the reason for that is, if you look, purple heroes only have 6 skills. They don't have the usual 7th skill that an orange hero or an S hero would have, which will target legion. So Ironcoat is the only purple hero that has that. He also then just has the normal 10% resistance and 10% might. And then his 5th skill is also a defensive element to it. So it's going to target 1 friendly squad within effective range, and the range is 1, so it will be him. And it's a 57% chance to give a friendly squad the bulwark status, minus 15% damage taken for 1 turn. So if you're really struggling to get a good balance with your troops, I would say Ironcoat is the best defensive hero in the purple group, for sure. One thing that I probably which I haven't mentioned, let me just find one of these guys. So, as I said, there were a couple purple heroes that have the extra resistance. Yeah, so Blizzard is one of them. So some of these heroes do get the extra resistance up to 15% on skills 3 and 4, but for me that's not a priority. That extra 5% is not going to be the deal breaker. It's going to be the hero skills activating. So those are the kind of purple heroes that I like. Of course, you guys might have other ideas. I'd be interested to hear your comments, how those of you at the start of the game are getting on with your purple heroes. Of course, like I said, you don't want to be massively investing in them. You want to use skill 1 to increase your troop count. You want to be looking at then using skills 2 and potentially skills 5. If you're looking to use skill 6 for them, then you're going to need to get duplicates for them. So like if we look at Mr. Ironhorse here, Wild Horse, sorry, you'll need 1 duplicate for him, and you'll have to get the hero to level 35 to unlock skill 6. So just like to make you aware, skill 1 is available at level 1, and then skill 2 is available at level 6. Skill 3 is available at level 12. Skill 4 is available at level 20. And then skill 5 is available at level 25. And like I say, finally, skill 6 is available at level 35. You're going to need a Wild Horse duplicate and then 1 epic hero medal, which is a purple hero medal. And you'll need gold for these as well. So those are your requirements for trying to unlocking further skills from them. And there we go. That's it. That's kind of everything I wanted to cover on purple heroes. Like I say, please do pop a comment down there. And if you like the video and you've got more suggestions that you like of what you'd like me to do in terms of earlier in game progression, then please do pop comments down there. I'm interested to hear what you guys would like me to do. If you haven't already, please do share my channel in your Alliance chats, Province chats, and for those of you in Eden, in Guilds chats. And if you do use WhatsApp line via Discord to communicate in your groups, then a share of this video on my channel on there would be greatly appreciated as well. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.